Here the commander paused in her briefing and stepped back, gesturing to the distinguished-looking, if somewhat angular, scientist who had just stepped through the doors. The scientist placed the case upon the table. Inside was clearly visible a piece of rock. The assembled soldiers all watched, not quite certain where this was going. The scientist cleared his throat. We've been investigating these platforms as evidence of cereal life on other planets when we found out they actually contain eggs from an evil cereal-eating species from another dimension. We call them phlegmoids because they look kind of like the phlegm you hawk up when you have a cold. Doctor, the commander put in, are you certain that is a scientifically sound name and you have not made a mistake? To quote one of my most famous countrymen, I do not make mistakes of that kind, replied the scientist. Now, if these beings were to slime everybody, it is entirely possible that is their way of preserving us to eat us later. Here he began making scientific analogies which put many of the assembled off their breakfast, which was probably a good thing, since they themselves were breakfast. And this concludes the first chapter of the Chex Quest novelization by Eric Lustbader. And now that we've dispensed with that, I think we'll turn to something a little more interactive. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. What little of it there is left. Oh wait, 3-day weekend if you're in America. And that doesn't necessarily mean you get a day off. Lots of people work on federal holidays. But if you do get the day off, then I hope you enjoy it. Oh yes, for some of us the weekend is not over. It's probably a good thing. I'm somehow behind on that book I'm supposed to read and summarize for work. I'll finish that tomorrow, is what I said yesterday. I know. I was thinking of starting the 7th guest today, but since I ended up meeting with a friend and possibly collaborating with, and also getting behind on work. Oh, you'll notice the mountain of toilet paper is gone. I got it back to those who it belongs to. Along with some other things. But, yes, I thought it would be better not to start the 7th guest if it's not going to be a long stream. Because it's a rather long game, apparently. And it's on CD-ROM, in case you didn't know. CD-ROM is the way of the future. You should buy a CD-ROM drive so you can play the 7th guest. Or, buy it on Steam. Maybe Steam's the way of the future. But I do intend to play through that starting soon. Then tonight I'll make good on another promise I made, which was initially for my 100th stream I was going to play 2 games, including Chex Quest 2, which I've never played. I played the original plenty when I found it in a cereal box many years ago, and I didn't go to the website and download the sequel, which was a download only, before the website went down. Error on my part. And for a while you couldn't find Chex Quest 2 online. Finally I found it available for download on somebody's personal page called RoofPig In Da House, or something like that. It also had all those Taco Bell games. Perhaps I'll play through those someday. Meanwhile, we'll play Chex Quest 2. For those of you who have been around a while, you may remember I played Chex Quest 1 on the hardest difficulty for one of my test streams. That was the time that I recreated the intro from memory. And that was also the time that I forgot to switch the camera back to show the game, so basically the VOD is just me sitting there staring at the camera intently and reacting to, well, what sounds like a piece of cereal zapping a bunch of blobs. And probably was. There are also two different unofficial games called Chex Quest 3, a good one and a not so good one, and then the more recent Chex Quest reboot in full 3D. Perhaps I'll play those someday. But for now, we'll stick to Chex Quest 2. At the end of Chex Quest, the Chex warrior was able to defeat the evil Phlegm Brain and save the pieces of cereal on planet Bazoik who'd been trapped by the Phlegmoids. He had a sneaking suspicion, though, that they hadn't seen the last of the Phlegmoids, that they might make their way to Chextropolis, I believe the city was called, and wreak slimy havoc there. Because every good game needs a sequel. Oh yes, we should probably change the title, shouldn't we? Otherwise there will be a great deal of confusion. Chex Quest 2. Oh. Remember when you used to have a type CD backslash instead of just CD? Probably because I was using some ridiculously outdated version of DOS when Windows 95 came around. My family's usually 10 years behind the times. Not to be confused with Gex Quest 2. That's something entirely different. And doesn't actually exist. Okay, that's a pretty fun title screen. How's the... Oh! Do I need to resize this? Oh! No, that looks like it's... Alright, sorry. I don't think we'll do super slimy, since that the Phlegmoids infinitely respawn. Or teleport back. Remember, we're not killing anybody, we're just returning them to their own dimension. Go back to the wild little gobs of goo. Oh, hey, thank you so much for the host, Dame Karen. Hello. How's your evening going, or day going? I'm just showing what happens when you leave your breakfast out too long, and let it wander the streets too long. It gets attacked by, well, slime beings. Oh, large Zorcher. They hardly used that in the first game. That's good. I've been going alright, thanks. Getting a rather late start, hence us not starting the 7th guest tonight. But I did mean to play through this, since the original was fun. You know, as Doom TCs go, Chex Quest really was a pretty good one. Oh, that's a civilian. A serial civilian. Basically, are you familiar with Chex Quest, Dame Karen? Well, I'll tell you. Basically, you're a piece of cereal, and in this one, the evil cereal-eating slime blobs from another dimension have somehow made it to your homeworld and invaded, and you have to shoot them all and return them to their own dimension. An excellent non-violent first-person shooter. Something made a weird noise. Oh yeah, right, and I forgot Havoc streamed this and the remake. Yes! They, oh, that's a new monster. That thing wasn't in the original Chex Quest. But yes, they're trying to slime you, and basically they cover you with slime until you can't move. And then I assume eat you. It sounded like they were fighting. Ooh. Yeah. They keep evolving. Oh. Oh, these guys are new too. They're similar to the armored Phlomoidus bipedicus in the first game. They even make the same noises and shoot balls of slime. I know they do. I swear they're saying me ugly at the end. I need... Oh right, I have a large launcher. What am I doing? What do they... I wonder what these new ones are called. Yeah, this game didn't have an intro like the first one. Probably because it was download only. Didn't have all the 650 megabytes to play with. Oh, it sounds like they maybe reused it or based on something from some cartoon. Or some later cartoon incorporated it. I can see South Park doing that. Are you sure you didn't just hear it on the stream? Seems like the sort of thing a streamer would incorporate into their sound alerts. HHH International Spaceport. I don't know what HHH stands for. So, this being a Doom-like, we have to find keys. I looked all through here. Oh. That's funny. I wonder what cartoon it was. It had that or something that sounded like it. Oh, there's a key now. Oh, secret. Yeah, it could be. It's funny, like the amount of things we end up with in our minds, like memories we don't remember where they came from. I wonder what I did to make that thing lower. Oh well. It's dark in here. What could be hiding, waiting to eat us? Or slime us? The Doom engine is one of my favorite engines. Here's a thought. Does the Chaos engine imply the existence of a game called Chaos? Oh yeah, that was called Soldiers of Fortune if you were from North America. These are the questions nobody asks. Perhaps because they're not important. Oh. Fair chance. They do have some weird sounding things in South Park. Not quite as much as Rick and Morty. I like South Park. Because it's often very satirical. Red key. And often very funny. And highly obscene, but... DOSBox? What are you doing? Yeah, it's like they're not just funny, they usually have a point and make you think. Sometimes the real enemy is... slow down. They increased my cycles. What on earth? I've never seen that happen before. I mean, I've never played this game before, but I've never seen it happen before in another Doom game or in Chex Quest 1. My guess is it's a DOSBox thing. Computers. Yes. I mean, this will end up being a troubleshooting stream. something icky. Entering cinema. Oh, hey. Just like me trying to get a job. What do you want to bet that whatever the cinema is showing, it's slightly more family-friendly than the cinema in Duke Nukem 3D? Interesting sculptures this city has, especially in the middle of the street. Yeah, that's... Hell, if that's what you gotta do to get into film, I can think of worse ways to do it than shooting slimy things. Oops. I zoomed in too much. Intergalactic Federation of Cereals. Yes, badly behaving producers. And directors. And actors. Well, a lot of badly behaving people scattered through the film industry. The gaffers, though? The gaffers are alright. At least on low-budget student films they are. Maybe once you start slinging around hundreds of millions of dollars, things change. Anyway, the ticket taker is shooting balls of slime at me. Yeah. Right. I mean, if old school Jay is cool, what are the odds that some of the others aren't? I think he's more of a grip than a gaffer, but I'm not certain. I know, unlike the smaller sets, sometimes there's overlap. There shouldn't be, but sometimes there is. See also that time I was the grip on a thesis set in a national park, and yeah, you had to transport the gear a quarter of a mile or more, and I was the only grip. Other people carried things too. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. But things are different in different countries. No, that was the same set where on the second day the assistant director was like, "Can you be the script supervisor?" And I'm like, "This set with large fight scenes does not have a script supervisor?" And she's like, no, the director just told me to do it, but I can't AD and script soup." And I'm like, you do realize that script soup is one of the most visually based jobs on set, and I'm legally blind. And she's like, yeah, but we're kind of in a mess here. Shark. Yeah, exactly. It's like officially one thing, but dragged into a lot of things. An Ace Ventura parody, Jaws parody, and what is that? Wish you could look up and down. I can't tell what that's a parody of. But yeah, script supervisor's not bad. It's just very visual and attention to detail. Also, I didn't have a smartphone at that time, which is quite useful. So I was taking textual notes on continuity. They say they treat our department like baristas and babysitters. I'm guessing you mean not inordinately well. Oh, I need a key to get into the theater. And that's a dead end. Where do they keep the keys around this stupid theater? Oh, well, I found where they keep the Flemords. Also where they keep the crates of Chex? Wait, I'm a piece of Chex. Are they putting people like me in crates here? Oh, right. Yeah, making you do those jobs. Actually, the film set I was on this weekend, what was I officially? I don't know. But two of the things I had to do were get coffee and wrangle the dog. Oh, wow. At least they were well behaved. And that's funny that the kids you used to babysit on set are now in Hollywood. Is it Zack Snyder? I think it's Zack Snyder. Yeah, but it's not so bad if it's a very tiny dog who'll mostly just sit in your lap and have to be held, you know, make sure he doesn't run off or scrabble around when you're rolling. No kidding. Wow, so you babysat Nightcrawler. Would be a difficult task. But yeah, I didn't know. How old Zack Snyder is. I was just thinking like, what's a name from Hollywood? Zack Snyder. It's like, you know, when I'm trying to think of somebody from Hollywood, I'm like, why can I not think of anybody who's, you know, reasonably current? Oh. Yeah, that's the kind of kid you want to be babysitting. Low maintenance and yeah, cerebral's a good thing. I don't know what we're looking at here. I honestly don't. It's like an alien or a plant or something. And we can't. Ammo! Yeah. Open all the doors. Oh. That's good. I'm glad his dad treated you guys well. It's a shame that not many people did. I never got that. Like, why not treat people like people? What's the benefit of, I don't know, yelling at the art department? It's not gonna make them get ready that much faster. And who knows, it might make them put, I don't know, paint or something in your food. Like, here's your coffee order. Why does this coffee tastes like paper plates and glue. Oh, no reason. Maybe Starbucks got the order wrong. Yeah. People like that are obnoxious. It's like, we get it. You're in charge. Oh, it's dark in the theater. Oh yeah, so you have an easy excuse. It tastes kind of like coffee-flavored ice cream, just not as good. Oh man, this little mud slide buttercups can really blast away a fair amount of your health. Ooh. I like the dynamic lighting effect of this, using your Zorcher to light up the theater. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. People respond. I mean, that's the thing with 8D, part of it is getting people to work fast. And it's like, shouting at them doesn't always make them work faster. Isn't there a door here? All right. Oh, shoot. Oh yeah, delaying meal breaks. It's like, you know, that's the sort of thing we have unions for. It's like, I get it if you want to just do one more take and you're already set up, but it's like, delaying it more than 5 minutes, nah. Wish there was a light switch. What are we watching here? A whistling fox or wolf? Oh, yeah. And on the unpaid stats, it's like, the meals are basically the only reason to be there. All that and the resume. I don't think it's original Mickey. Nah, because looking at his ears, they don't look right. And the tail doesn't look mouse-like. I think it's just supposed to be something that looks kind of like Mickey Mouse. Are there any health power-ups in here? Probably not. I should probably be safe and go back and grab a couple. It's like a... Oos slash kangaroo? Oh, mouse, right. Yeah, I don't know. It looked a little bit like it could have been some sort of canine to me, but I'm not sure why. There's some. There's a little botanical garden. No. It's like, let's just wander down this dark alleyway while we're low on health. Uh-oh, something made a noise. for this, they just basically made new sprites for like those worm-like things to replace the Flamoidus Cyclopsis. Because they make the same noises and they move the same way, like a replacement for the demon from Doom. And those big hulking things to replace the armored Flamoidus Bipedicus, or the imp from Doom. Doom slimes. You know, that totally sounds like the name of a TC. Vegetables. Okay, now let's see what movie is playing in Theater 3. Maybe it'll be The Longest Day. I've always wanted to see that. And for The Longest Day, you need the heartiest breakfast. Try Chex. Which does make it a little strange that there are ads for Chex cereal around the city. What? I'm not quite clear what I'm watching here. No, it's a like epic war movie about D-Day. I've seen part of it, but it was like I was at a gathering and I wanted to just sit down and watch the whole thing. It's pretty long, like 4 hours. I know our library used to have it on VHS, but considering they got rid of all their VHS in 2015, I'm guessing that they don't. Oh, I want to say it was made in the 60s. Yeah, from what I remember of it, I don't think it would have been more recent than that. You know, this is based on me having seen an hour of it 15 years ago, something like that. Wait, we got all the keys. Hello, big ugly thing. Oh. Chex Museum. I was expecting bigger levels. Yes, go fight amongst yourselves, gentlemen. Oh. Ben, that's awesome. Oh, everybody else lost interest before the kids did. I haven't seen Ben-Hur. There are a lot of long movies that I need to see and then put off seeing. Because it is a time commitment. But the good thing is then if they're classical cinema, then when you do sit down to watch them, it's usually like, oh, this is good. Oh, Flamoidus communis. I got the big guy. Not quite clear why them sliming each other returns them to their own dimension. Yeah, Gone with the Wind, which I know is still the highest grossing movie of all time. Actually, they showed us that in 6th grade, but they didn't time it right, so like we missed the last 20 minutes of it. So I still haven't watched the end of Gone with the Wind. And I feel like at this point I should just rewatch the whole thing. I think... Yeah, didn't I hear that Olivia de Havilland just died? Like this year? I don't know, I mean... Well, we've been studying the Civil War in 6th grade, like history, so it was kind of appropriate, but I don't know, I enjoyed it. Granted, I grew up watching older movies, so I probably had a slightly higher tolerance for it than my peers, but it beat worksheets. Yeah, because I think I had read that Olivia de Havilland and Kirk Douglas were two of the last old-time Hollywood actors, and they both died recently. Yeah, like a lot of those movies, even if you watch it and enjoy it as a kid or a young person, you watch it again earlier or later as an adult, you appreciate it more or differently. Oh, you saw the Romeo and Juliet with Olivia de Havilland. Yeah. I know they showed us part of this Fraley one in, I think, high school. And we did watch the, what's his name, Boz Lerner one at some point. Oh, wow. Last year. 104. Wow. I'm glad, you know, she was around for that long. Yeah, it is. At some point I'm going to stream Doom and Doom 2, and then later Dooms. But yeah, I feel like I'm out of practice because I haven't played those in quite a while, and you know, this is substantially easier, even with a lot less ammo than the first game, but I feel like I'm not doing as well as I should be. Art. The Scream. The Mona Lisa. I don't know what that is. I only know so much art. That, though, I think is a Triceratops. Or, given the setting, perhaps we should say a Chex Science. Paleontology. Flawords. The Thinker. Oh, David. Yes, note these statues have been tastefully censored. Birth of Cheerio-ness? I don't know what that one is. What a famous painting. Yeah. The designers were having fun here. Oh, I didn't know that a vandal censored the statue. I know with some of the paintings, the church had them censored at some point. That's funny. Wouldn't expect vandals to do that. Still, I suppose that's better than what they could have done. Is there one of those space transport cars in the museum? Oh, less artistic and more violent. Oh yeah, now they're giving us plenty of ammo. Still, don't know I'd fancy my chances here with Super Slime. Oh! Use some light amplification goggles up in here. Yes, I'm aware I could type in the cheat code, but... Uh-oh. Flamoids be teleporting. That was the way we came in. I shouldn't be wandering around here. I should be trying to get out. I wonder if other games have made use of that mechanic where basically your ammunition is the only source of light. That's the kind of gimmick that some game would use. You know, maybe like a freeware game, somebody enters into a Ludum Dare competition. I'll never get used to playing Doom-like games with a laptop-style keyboard layout. All the best art museums have hedge mazes. Also, all the best art museums have dinosaur skeletons. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll turn the game down slightly. That's probably the easiest. Sometimes DOSBox is a bit loud, and I've been changing my audio settings. I guess, or maybe it was before the last stream, because I realized in some of them, like, I was too quiet, but then the game was way too quiet. Or, you know, completely silent, but we don't need to talk about that. Because, frankly, it never happened. And if there are VODs on YouTube that say it did happen, they were edited. Yeah. Exactly. Like the bad Chex Quest 3, non-canon. Yeah. Apparently when I was shooting those streams, I accidentally said to do them MOS. And nobody questioned it. Because a lot of times computers don't question things, they just do what you tell them. Of course, a lot of times they also do things you don't tell them. Like, update. Freaking Windows 10. Yeah, it's it. Exactly. They'll babe it with a catch. It's like... Oh. Let's see if we can get him to shoot Worm Boy. I gotta stop messing around. It's like, you know, when you make a deal with the devil or something, you technically get what you asked for, but it's not what you thought. That's how computers are. I wonder if this would just lower the hedge maze. Oh. Or end the level. It's like a very Doom-like thing. Flip one switch, all the walls go down, all the monsters come for you. No secrets. Wonder if there's a secret level in this. In the first Chex Quest, I don't think there is. There's a secret room with pictures of the developers, and that's cool. And that's not a Flemoid, that's just some guy. Hello. Don't mind me, just saving the world. By myself. So much easier when half the bad guys don't have long-range attacks. Makes sense when you think about it. That's right, I just ate a bowl of fruit that was in the sewer, I think? And they said this game encouraged kids to eat healthy. I don't think that's quite what they meant. Yeah, oh yeah, they're just, they're all wandering the city, sliming whoever they can. I think I heard a door open. I mean, yes, you are supposed to eat your greens. Not necessarily when your greens are in the sewer. But, you know. Oh, you mean the Flemoids? Are the Flemoids green? Oh, they're supposed to eat the greens. Right. Except, technically they eat us. I wonder if mother phlegmoids say to their babies, if you don't eat your sentient beings, you won't grow up to be big and strong. And the phlegmoid babies are exactly, mixed messages. So the kids are like, what am I supposed to eat again? Am I eat the cereal? Eat the sewer fruits? Also, if the supercharged breakfast contains Chex cereal, and that's a power-up we can eat, I think it's canon that... Well, no, maybe the Chex people just make cereal that looks like small, people. Yeah. I mean, the sewer is not the best place, but if you can still get pizza delivered there, it's an okay place. Where are they? I feel like I shouldn't step on that teleporter just now. Or maybe I should. Right, exactly. If you can't get pizza delivered to the sewers, then I guess the turtles would just have to go and go into Domino's and order. I probably could beat this on super slimy difficulty. It would just take some practice. Whereas like with Doom, I don't know if I could ever beat it on nightmare difficulty. Oh no, it was this door. I still say they sound like angry ducks. Armor. Oh, I already have enough armor. Oh, that was disappointing. Wait, is there like no way out? Goodbye, cruel world. Hello, cruel world. And it's kind of cool to see them come out through the gratings. And we know we need the key. I might as well just get it now. This is a pretty well accepted rule of first-person shooters, at least these early ones. Don't hop down into pits if you're not able to climb out of them. Because you never can tell when the floor is going to raise and lower, or when the floor is just a floor. Yeah, you know, now that you mentioned it, it's kind of applicable not just to first-person shooters, but life itself. I should get the rapid sorcerer, shouldn't I? Right. Okay, now I'm ready for just about anything, including a health power-up. Forgive me if I don't come over there to join you all, seeing as it's not physically possible. Now, it is physically possible. That was the one with him in it. And it can slide me through the window. I'll never get tired of hearing their sound effects. I could save in the middle of the level, but I don't feel like I need to. I should get all the health I can. I'll just not mess with that worm in the sewer grate. Sewer vegetables. To be fair, some vegetables taste like they're from the sewer. Don't get me started on zucchini and onions. Looks like cabbage and carrots on the plate. Where is the yellow door? I think up here it's just red. Very noisy sort of red. Big guns. Phasing torture. Otherwise known as, I can't believe it's not a plasma rifle. If we open it. We can't just leap out of the 5th story window? Can't think why. We're getting all the powerful weapons in this level. Okay, but we can jump off the rooftop. This would suggest we are going to be tangling with something more substantial than your garden variety ball of phlegm. You gentlemen really don't give a damn about the physical limitations of height, you know. Phlegmwards get X and Y coordinates. They don't need to worry about all that Z shit. Just spew their slime and let it fall where it may. Hopefully on their dinner. Wait a second. I'm their dinner. me of that level. Is it tricks and traps in Doom 2? And all the cacodemons come out of their holes. Jeez. Yeah, my boss sense is tingling. I should eat that breakfast. If my boss sense is tingling, perhaps I should press the boss key. Oh wait, where'd my game go? Yeah. An idea sounds totally boss. Yeah, 96 out of 100 ain't bad. Oh, okay, now we're the sewers proper. Eat all the sewer food. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had a cameo? I could dig it. Oh. You guys hear that? I don't know what it was, but I don't think it likes me. Yeah, one thing I always thought was kind of weird is that Chex Quest, they didn't give the armored Flamoidus bipedicus a different name. Yes, they have two legs, but they're clearly a different enemy. They don't even sound the same. Well, I'm sure it's all explained in Chex Quest, the series of short novels aimed at grades 3 to 5. If you're watching this, General Mills, could you go ahead and pay me to write those? I know spacious sewers is a trope, but I feel like this dials it up to 11. Well, thank goodness walking through the filth of the sewers doesn't affect your health the way stepping in a pool of slime does. just a locked door. I don't think we've been here yet. And judging from the amount of things that are still alive here, I think that's right. Yes, fight amongst yourselves, gentlemen. I wish they wouldn't use those switches except at the end of the level, because you know, it's nice not to be unsure whether you're leaving the level or just opening a door. Yellow. Was this the way to the red door? Or... yeah. Yeah, gaming in Windows XP has trained me to always stop running every few seconds just so you don't accidentally turn on filter keys. Nasty thing, filter keys. Almost as bad as sticky keys. Sticky keys would be more appropriate to this game. They've discovered how to use the secret walls in the sewers. I feel like I should have gone to the county offices and gotten a map of the sewer system before I went down here. Weren't here last time I came through. And they're like, we know, we weren't. I hope I can get out of here. I think it's quite likely. blue key's got to be down on this level somewhere. Or I'll eat my hat. Or I'll eat my cereal. I swear that looks just like ordinary sewer water. Was I supposed to know it was mixed with slime? Slime underneath me, slime up above. Oh, you'll love my toxic love. Ooh. Secret wall. To quote some animated film I saw in the theaters when I was very young. I think I saw it in the theaters. Super boot spork. Find some phlegm. As opposed to chainsaw, find some meat. Oh, it was called Fern Gully, the last rainforest. If I recall, Tim Curry played an evil volcano. Well, slash spirit of destruction that started as a volcano. Probably ought to watch that again. See if it holds up. I haven't seen it since I was very young. But I remember it as being pretty good. I remember at one point the protagonist was talking to her father about the possibility of humans existing, because she was a fairy. And the father was saying, "Oh no, it's just a bunch of tales about humans." And then a bat said, "Humans don't have tails, they have big fat butts with shorts." 5-year-old me found that quite humorous. Oh really? So was that film filmed in Australia, or I mean, not filmed in Australia, but an Australian co-production or something? Okay, that was funny no matter what age you're at. Now, where's the red door? Beyond the red door. Oh, that's neat. That it was. And there, that's the thing. You don't necessarily know where a movie's made, especially if it's animated. You know, if it's live action, sometimes you can look at the countryside and have some idea. But not always. See also, on the eastern or the western coast of Canada, at least parts of it look very much like the eastern coast of the United States, or so they'd have us believe. And that's cool that it was named after a place. I didn't know there were rainforests in Australia. Vancouver. Yeah, so many things get shot there. Well, Vancouver City and Vancouver Island. I guess if it countryside, Vancouver Island. Urban, Vancouver City. Either way, make your films in Vancouver. You'll get tax breaks. And I'm like, I don't understand all this tax law. Could you just, like, give me cash? Oh. Well, that's awesome. So Australia does have rainforests. Huh. Learn something new every day. That's good, because we could use more rainforests in this world. I think they were laughing at me. Oh. Well, as long as it's just seemingly rickety, but it is not actually rickety. You're doing more teleporting than you need to. Well, yeah, I mean, it can't really be too rickety, or, I mean, liability issues, you know. I feel like if anybody ought to know about liability issues, it's the government. I'm trying to grab that breakfast that I left floating in the sewer water. Because I saw something large in that pit, I believe. The first boss, I'd imagine. Now, this is where... Now, don't be so dramatic, Chex Warrior. You saved an entire planet already. You can handle a little fall down the stairs. Didn't even affect your health, see? So dramatic. Big boys. I mean, we're gonna have to wake him up anyway. Oh, okay, they were just too close together and kind of got stuck on each other. And this is a hazard when you are slime. You're like a Baron of Hell replacement. DCX 39A 9N5. Did one of the developers put their license plate in the game? Mission accomplished. Are you prepared for the next mission? Press the escape key to continue. Chex Warrior. I'll be seeing you at chexquest.com. Yeah, I mean, you will be seeing me there because that's where I would have had to download this game from. And there was no official Chex Quest 3. Maybe they were planning it and it got cancelled. Wait, is that the whole game? Huh. I guess it was. I mean, it's about the same length as the first one. I don't know, I guess I expected something a little longer. Maybe just because the first one took me so much longer when I was young and had never played a first-person shooter before. Okay. So that was Chex Quest 2, and that was alright. And I guess in some ways it was kind of similar to Doom 2 in that it was, you know, very similar to the first one. Some improvements, some new monsters, but you know, not crazy different. And how could it be? Especially since I think they basically released the second one right after the first one was already out. Because when you beat the first one, it says, yep, go to the website, download the sequel. Wow, it is. It's after midnight. Okay, that took us a good hour and a half. This one wasn't, Dame Karen. The first one was. And then the second one could only be downloaded from their website. But fortunately, with the internet being what it is, it's now available just about anywhere. Because fans want to preserve that. Fans like their cereal. Well, I mean, it was... You've been, distributing the discs in cereal boxes? I mean, the discs were sealed. It was like they wouldn't contaminate your cereal, and the cereal wouldn't get crumbs on the disc. I remember, I think AOL was a co-sponsor or something because the CD-ROMs also came with a free trial of AOL if you wanted to. 250 free hours in your first month only. Well, that's true, but they weren't in jewel cases. They were just in, like, cardboard sleeves. So, I mean, even if they're slung around, the cereal's going to cushion the CD-ROM. And as somebody who's had to break DVDs at an internship, those things are not easy to break. I mean, you know, take it like right now. Y'all can pick up a CD, not in its case, just by itself. Throw it across the room as hard as you can. It'll hit the wall. Bet you it won't break. But Purblind Gamer LLC is not responsible if it does. In fact, I shouldn't be giving you this advice. This is terrible. Like, don't throw your computer games at the wall in general. It includes floppy disks and cartridges. Just don't throw anything at the wall. Unless you have a copy of Ghost Pirates of Vuju Island. Then you can throw it at the wall. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if it weren't properly sealed, then it could get scratches. But, oh, I remember you telling us about that. Like, your PC popped out the CD-ROM drive and launched the CD. That's... Yeah, computers shouldn't do that. Just be glad they don't do that with USB drives. Those things would be more like bullets. Of course, you can see a CD launch the proper velocity being sort of like a saw blade. That could, I'm not saying take somebody's head off, but it could launch itself deep into their throat if it hit perfectly. Yeah. USB drives take people's eyes out. Which would be a heck of a lawsuit if you think about it. Assuming the court believed you. Because it would be hard. It'd be hard to replicate in court. Like, yeah, no, this thing totally spits out CD-ROMs. I just don't know how or why. CD-ROMs are not car cigarette lighters. But yes, it's a good thing you didn't end up testing that theory. And yes, the unexpected dangers. This was a rather short stream. I'm thinking we could play a bit more of Terrorist Takedown 2. But I don't know, I think I don't know how much more of it's left. It may just be a couple hours of that game left. Yeah, I thought this would go. I'm trying to think what else. Since it is midnight here and I don't want to go too late, Oh, that's right. I do have a game I was planning to play a while back, a Sega Genesis game called Mystic Defender, which was one of the earlier games for the system. I think it was an arcade port, and it's one of those games that is not great, but I think it's kind of fun and has some interesting gameplay mechanics and stylistic touches. So, yeah, I could go ahead and give that a playthrough. That'll probably just take half an hour. And it shouldn't be... I think I'd initially intended to play it for my affiliation stream. Oh no, I don't sleep. I mean need to sleep, but that doesn't mean I'm going to sleep. Besides, I should probably do a little more work on that coverage after the stream. Oh, good. The Genesis Works is still up. Forgive me if I change the title. Zareth, a henchman of the evil king Zhao, has abducted Alexandra, the city in northern Virginia, the daughter of the supreme deity. Imprisoning his hostage deep in the Azuchi castle in Japan, he plans to use the fair maiden's spirit to revive his evil master. Joe Yamato, a veteran fighter who is an expert in magic, single-handedly proceeds to the castle in order to put a stop to Zareth's fiendish ambition and to save Alexandra. I feel like if you're going to go around kidnapping people to unleash unspeakable evils... Yeah, Zareth. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, it's like, if you're going to kidnap somebody for terrible evil, don't kidnap the daughter of the supreme deity. Like, don't piss off the supreme deity in general. That's what I try to do. I don't think it was a launch title, but it came out in the system's first year. Yeah. Unless the only way to release the evil demon god is with someone who has divine blood in them. But still, couldn't you, like, kidnap the second cousin of a demigod or something, like, I don't know, round up a couple satyrs. We don't know a great deal about this world. Joe, if you hope to rescue Alexandra, immediately come to Azuchi Castle, which just rose out of the ocean. Very conspicuous. What is it with buildings submerged in water in my streams? I feel like sort of like a library. A doctor who trifles with the occult might wind up in. Or West Mansion. And the big things of this game is you can charge up your magic. Oops. Done. I just realized I gotta change a setting on zoom text so the view doesn't jump around. Which is not such a big deal when you're playing mouse-based games or like adventure games, but the keyboard-only games, a little more so. Yeah, that doctor. That really was a fun game yesterday. Was that? Yeah, that was yesterday. A lot of snakes. And bats. And those guys. Some of the power-ups will also make your magic charge a lot faster. And now we've got another kind of magic. And we are fighting the evil, Doodlebug Wolf? Doodlebug Wolverine? Yeah, I don't know. I forgot he only takes 2 fully charged hits. Fire magic. Very useful because it allows you to aim. One of the things I like about this game is it has a bunch of enemies where you're just kind of like... I'm sorry, you are what exactly? Oh, you know, just your standard guy who turns into a large head and bounces around. Or little, you know, semi-liquid cherubs that ooze out of the woodwork. and you have to put them in their place. Or should I say you have to pooty them in their place. Van Purblind Gamer. It seems to me like one of those games, kind of like Altered Beast, where a big part of the attraction is it's almost like an arcade game, and so it's, yeah, they could market it as, yeah, it looks almost as good as the arcade, and it's worthwhile because you don't have to keep putting quarters in. You can play it as much as you want to. But, you know, with a relatively short length, it's like, would I have been disappointed if I'd paid $50 for this? I don't know that I would have back in the day. There's some games. It's like, you play it and then you think, to anyone who bought this when it first came out, I'm so sorry. A man who makes moths appear in thin air, and then turns into a large bouncing and rolling head. Darn it. At least some of the things I killed are no longer there. Those little oozy cherubs can also shoot at you if you get close enough. I don't intend to. I don't know what this magic is called. I don't think my copy came with the manual, on account of I got it from a video store in like 2010. We'll just call it bouncing around magic. I still find this one to be the most useful in most situations. Evil monks who throw sea urchins at you. Or something. Maybe just balls of spikes, but I don't know. I like the idea of flying magical sea urchins. check out this cutscene. And the dead monks are turned into spiders. Why? That's right. I really wondered if that was Zareth himself who flew through and did that. Like, well, time to recycle my disciples. Waste not, want not. Zal may be unspeakably evil, but he doesn't like waste. Conservation-minded, as demonic, godlike beings go. Might as well keep it charged. I don't know exactly what sort of place this level takes place in. It's all very strange. I thought there was a bonus around here somewhere. This is one of those games I read about first in a book of Sega Genesis secrets, and then didn't actually play for some years after that. Thunder Dragon magic, which is limited use. And a boss. This is probably the hardest level in the game. I always find the jumping parts to be the most stressful. Then why do you play platformers, David? Oh, you know. I always thought those things looked vaguely like fried eggs. Yeah, whatever. can actually carry multiple Thunder Dragon magic. Even more, must we? Hello, giant snake-like things. On them, it really pays to just kill them quickly. Green tea instead of herbal tea. I feel like it's a bit late for that. Did I never tell you you look like one of the level 2 bosses I killed recently? He wasn't even a spider. And that must be something about the eyes. I find the trick is just not to walk unless you have fire shooting out of your face. Head got away, of course. What is this me, or does that look like a giant rib cage? Are we suddenly playing Life Force? This is one of the few places I think that bounce around magic is especially useful. It's hard to tell what the power-ups do. I think it's like a different Japanese character that tells you what it is. But I wish they were more distinct and easier to tell at a glance. You may be super powerful, but at least my body's not made out of giant spiders. So, who really has it better here? And a cross shattered. And we're back in that weird place. Just saying, I'm not holding down the button. See? No hands. That was strange. Yeah, we found a bug. Maybe we should call them and report it. I probably want to fix it. Alright, those bugs. It would be kind of funny, though. Maybe we should do that on stream sometime. Just, call up, let's say, Sega America, whichever company made this game, and be like, hello, yes, we would like to report a bug in Mystic Defender, and wonder if you could, release a patch to fix it. And they'll be like, yes, we can release a patch for a cartridge we made 31 years ago. Security, we got a crazy person, get him out of here. And I'm like, but we're not in your building, we're calling, so you can't have security come get us. And they'll be like, oh, really? And then I hear a knock at the door, and I'm like, hold on guys, I gotta answer that, I'll be right back. And that was the last Purblind Gamer stream ever. No one knows what became of him. But rumor has it that the bug in Mystic Defender was never fixed. That's true, There was certainly some discuss in the lunchroom. Yep. Some guy called today. Wanted to report a bug in Mystic Defender. I told him we'd get right on that. Sometimes it's nice to make people's lives a little more interesting. I believe the only difference between the difficulty levels is the amount of lives you have. The enemies don't change in any way. The magic's really pretty powerful if you charge it up, but you know, if you didn't have the power-ups to let you charge it fast, you can see how it would get a little more difficult. Faces in the wall. Hands in the wall. Thunder Dragon magic. I should actually use that this time. Use it or lose it. I think that's water in the background. I wonder if we're actually like near the castle grounds now. I don't know what they're throwing at me. Evil grapefruits, perhaps. Evil bouncing grapefruits. And me without a spoon. Whatever those things are that spit out 3 spines, they're the worst. Oh, thanks, guys. I really needed a hand. I would call this a maze, except you can't actually get lost in it. Or just a inconveniently designed path of approach. And to kill that guy, he would have gone back and gotten more evil bouncy grapefruits. There. We meet at last. Quick question, what exactly do you hope to gain by summoning this incredibly evil thing? By killing my girlfriend? Oh yeah, I think that's canon, like in the manual or something. I happen to be dating the daughter of the supreme deity. Not to brag. But you know, kind of to brag. With Xerath out of the way, there's just one problem. And it's Zao. Oh yes, those are airfish with human mouths. Yeah, weird stuff going on in this game. Why? Let's just say it's Japan. That can be used to explain many unusual things in video games. It's Japan. Oh. So that's Thunder Dragon magic. You're just a horrible mess of things, aren't you? Exactly. The art is interesting. That's a good way of putting it. Wait, what exactly am I saving my Thunder Dragon magic for? You can have it all. I don't want it anymore. Take all my three-headed dragons. They're good for you. They're good for me, because they kill you. But maybe death is what you need, in which case they are good for you. I mean, let's face it, you may have figured you were going to rule the world and the universe, but what kind of a life would you have looking like you are? No offense. Yeah, give me back my girlfriend. I really hope she's wearing clothes. This is Genesis. Of course she's wearing clothes. No one talk about Stormlord. No one ever talk about Stormlord. congratulations on your successfully completing this game. Many thanks for your having enabled Joe Yamato to save Alexandra. Since Zareth's evil ambition has been thwarted, Zhao will never return to life again. Knock on wood. We greatly appreciate your playing Mystic Defender and wish to acknowledge the cooperation and assistance rendered by all those persons concerned in developing this game. Now, allow us to present our staff to you. I feel like half of that ending text was leading up to, here are the credits. Okay, she is wearing clothes. We're good. Phoenix Rye. VO1. Chocobo. This game was made by a Chocobo, guys, from Final Fantasy. Yeah, I guess so. Presented by Sega. The end. Well, that was certainly mystical. I don't know what Zhao was, but quite nightmarish. Imagine what he would look like rendered in 3D. Extremely realistic. Yeah, now that's a horror game waiting to happen. So that was Chex Quest 2 and Mystic Defender. Two fairly short games. I don't know, I don't think Mystic Defender is a great game, but I mean, I like it. Sometimes you want to have something, short and fairly simple to play through. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, kind of like, how sometimes you just want to play through an arcade game, and that's what it was, an arcade game for your Genesis. And, I mean, between you and me, I think in a lot of ways it was better than Altered Beast. I mean, gotta hit the final boss 30 times in Altered Beast or something. What's with that? Right, she didn't want to be kept waiting with Zhao for too long. I mean, he ain't exactly easy on the eyes. And if Zareth had to sacrifice Alexandra to resurrect Zhao, and she was there at the end just chilling, well, she's got deity blood in her, so that explains it all. Yeah. You don't need the inner explanations of how all these things work. It's deities and demons and magic. Magic explains a lot of things. A science unto itself. Oh, I appreciate everybody coming out to this stream, and I'll go find somebody to raid, but I'll tell you what, the plan coming up is to, on Wednesday, we will finish 7 Days of Skeptic, which I don't think we have that much left, probably just an hour or so I think we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll start the 7th guest. I'm excited to finally try, and we'll see what it's like. Does it hold up after all these years? Because, not all FMV games from the era do, apparently. Interactive movies, the way of the future. And that'll probably take us for a couple of weeks, and then next weekend, we'll have Short Horror Saturday. It'll be a surprise what that is. And then on Sunday, I don't know, we might finish Terrorist Takedown 2, or we might start something else. I'm gonna see if I can get Spy Muppets License to Croak to work. I might, post on the DX Win forums, seeing if anybody else has had the same problems I'm having, because I feel like I've had it with another game too. Sometimes it's frustrating when you can't figure out how to make something work with DX Wind, even though, I mean, it's an amazing program and it does work so well a lot of the time. I mean, running things in a window makes it so much easier when you're playing with, magnification software. Okay, let's see who's online. Yeah, I will try not to start streaming quite so late. And get a haircut. And make another emote. And get my life in order. Not necessarily in that order. Okay. I think we rated him. I think we rated Matt Glad last week. Or I should probably keep track of who I've rated and how recently and all that sort of stuff. So I don't, Oh. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Oh, Might Magic 8. That might have been the last one. I know they were cranking them out for a while there. But it seems like a lot of series don't make it past 8. Or maybe that's just King's Quest. Well, we'll probably raid him another time, but he's not streaming today. Hey, we'll probably raid Bumfluff Tornado. I feel like we haven't been over there in a while. And he's playing, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1.5. The Kingdom Hearts. He made some tarts, all on a summer's day. I believe the entire kingdom is making kingdom-sized tarts. Damn it, now I want tarts. Thank you, everybody, for coming by and lurking or chatting or just hanging out. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Twitch and MySpace. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend if you're in a country with a long weekend. And, my pleasure. Thank you for coming by. Please stick around and say hi to Matt Glad, and hope you all have a good night. I mean, Bumfluff Tornado. Damn it. Words.